look back now at frozen Fenway, the UMass Lowell visit to what is a special venue in the heart and soul of New Englanders, Fenway Park. It is a look back from a player's perspective. We are joined by UMass Lowell senior right wing, a Massachusetts native, a son of Foxborough, Massachusetts. That is Derek Arnold. Derek, welcome.
Thanks, Bob.
Well, one of the things that hit me, and I hadn't really thought about it in advance, but you guys come out of the visiting dugout, but you're coming up the steps, and your first look at Fenway that day and Friday, and then again on Saturday, is from the dugout, in this case, the visiting team's dugout. What thoughts go through your mind at that moment?
Honestly, the thoughts that came through my mind were when A-Rod or Jeter would come up through those stairs and, you know, the fans heckling them, and I was hoping they wouldn't heckle me coming out.
I noticed you had the eye black. In your case, and I don't know, it's kind of the stick-on things rather than the, if you will, the smudges, but you had "Be Strong" on the eye black, a little bit of a message. When did you decide to do that, and why did you decide to do that?
I decided to do that morning. I was just kind of thinking of some things, and I was actually down on Boylston Street when the bombs went off during the marathon, and I thought it'd be a pretty neat tribute, you know, to play at Fenway Park. And I know, you know, the team wore patches the rest of the season, and you know, I thought it would be, you know, pretty good and respectful to the ones that, you know, that lost, you know, body parts or even their lives.
Now you got to play a hockey game, and it's raining, and I'm sure when you were a kid it rained, it didn't stop you, but how tough was it to play in the weather conditions?
It was different. It was obviously very different. You know, obviously the ice wasn't, you know, what it should be and what it is at a rink, but you know, both teams played with it, so there's no real excuse there. Just something that we weren't used to, but you know, both teams played on that ice, and you know, unfortunately, you know, we couldn't get it done that night.
Looked like both teams played with an awful lot of passion.
Yeah, no, you know, at times like that, you know, your game needs to be simplified, and we talked about that, and we knew that going in, and you know, maybe, you know, not one more dribble or one more pass, just kind of get everything you can on net, and anything can happen.
Is there one thing that you take away from the experience at Fenway that, you know, 40 years from now you'll be telling your grandkids about?
Yeah, you know, it stinks, you know, looking back and thinking about losing that game. You know, it does. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm very fortunate, and it was a special event, you know, especially for myself and some of the other New Englanders that grew up, you know, watching and loving the Red Sox play. But yeah, I think it's definitely be a cool story to tell my you know, hopefully my kids someday.
Yep. Very good. Derek Arnold, we thank you very much. It's a frozen Fenway retrospective. We thank you.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.